What's up, guys? It's me on. I'm back with another video. First of a bunch of videos I'm gonna have this weekend. I've got like 4 to 6 diecast reviews. I think about 5 that I gotta upload. I have this video, which I'll explain what it is in a moment, and then later today or tonight, I will have my reaction to the NASCAR Xfinity Series race from Daytona. My first race reaction of the year, because I didn't get to do one for trucks because I had to work and missed like half of it. But that being said, this video is my reaction to the Elimination Chamber. Now, I said in my predictions video that I wasn't going to be able to watch the show live, but I was still going to give a reaction video. So basically, I just caught up on everything that happened, and here we go. So, yeah, so I'm gonna look at the matches, give my thoughts on what the outcome on, how I feel about the outcomes, and kind of just go from there for the most part. But anyway, with all that being said, please make sure to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, turn on post notifications so you don't miss out on future uploads, and make sure to use code ANJJ for free shipping on orders of $20 or more at Circle B Diecast. And let's go ahead and let's get this started. So there are 8 matches, well, 8 matches on the card. I'll explain that in a little bit. But let's get started, shall we? So, the first match, the last match to get added to the card, I figured it was going to be the first one. That's kind of why I talked about it first in my predictions video, and it was also in the pre-show. Rey Mysterio with Dominic Mysterio defeating The Miz. I picked Rey to win, 1-0. I figured as much. It says here that Rey got a little bit of help from Dominic. Dominic got thrown out, and then Miz still lost. And then Rey and Dominic got to do double 619s on Miz, which is awesome. Appears to be that there will be something from this on Monday night, so we will see on Raw. But there's not really much to say about this match. I kind of figured this was going to happen. So, then Roman against Goldberg. Roman makes Goldberg tap out in a 6-minute match, the shortest match on the card. I kind of figured that was I figured Roman was going to retain. I would have hated if Goldberg beat him simply because there's no reason for it. Like, I understand Saudi's a big fan of their nostalgia and shit, but Goldberg beating Roman just for a nostalgia pop in Saudi because Saudi might have wanted it is the stupidest fucking thing possible, because you don't do that. Goldberg, no, absolutely not. So I'm so fucking happy that Roman got the job done and he beat him. And again, in the shortest match, which is weird for a Roman match, but it makes sense for a Goldberg match. Also, one thing I do want to point out is this is the second match in a row that Roman's had, Royal Rumble against Seth Rollins, where he's ended the match submitting his opponent. Now, of course, last time it was resulting in a DQ. This time it seems to be a clean finish. He just made Goldberg pass the fuck out, which makes sense. And yeah, I don't really have anything to say about that other than I'm glad Roman won. And then we have the women's Elimination Chamber match. The winner going on to face Raw Women's Champion Becky Lynch at Wrestlemania. We'll get to her match shortly. But this, of course, was between Bianca Belair, Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan, Piper, Nikki A.S.H., and the returning Alexa Bliss. And so, in terms of who came out when, Liv came out first, Nikki second, Piper third, Rhea fourth, Alexa fifth, and Bianca sixth. She, of course, won the right to do so on Raw. Nikki got eliminated first by Rhea. Liv took out Piper, and then Alexa took out Liv, and then Bianca took out Rhea and Alexa to win. I have no issues with this match. I have no issues with how this finished out because, for one thing, from what I can tell, Alexa was booked very strong. She got one of the eliminations. That's good. And she lasted to the final 2. I mean, yeah, she was the second to last one out there, but still, she went, and I'm happy about that. I really am. More importantly, I did say in my predictions that I was picking Alexa to win because I felt like it was going to be Alexa and Bianca as the final two, and it could go either way. Like, you could go with the obvious choice that Bianca wins because Bianca versus Becky, or, you know, or as I did, I picked Alexa to win and then gave my thoughts as to what would happen afterward. Um, but again, I have no issues with this. And as far as Alexa goes, we're just gonna from Raw here on out. We have no pay-per-views till WrestleMania, so I'm gonna be very interested to see who coming out of this match she truly decides to go after, or who may go after her. Because she eliminated Liv, I think we're gonna get Alexa and Liv at WrestleMania, but that's just my early thoughts. I'm not 100% sure. We will see how things pan out. One thing to note though is Alexa did not have Lily with her. I mentioned the possibility that she might have her with her because Lily is that connection. But in the back of my mind, I kind of figured she was not gonna have Lily there. One, because I wasn't sure how that was gonna go over with the Saudis, and two, because there's kind of not really a point for having Lily there for this match. Lily is the connection to the demon inside of Alexa. Okay, because that's what we're getting right now is this hybrid character. Like she's not like what we saw before she lost to Charlotte at Extreme Rules. That's now been changed to this hybrid character format, and which I truthfully am happy about. And so you don't have to have Lily out there all the time because you don't need to have Alexa as the demon all the time. Like that was one of the biggest issues with how the Fiend was booked was because, and I'm not trying to compare the Fiend to Alexa, but I want to point this out. The Fiend, it's like you had the Fiend out there a lot, like, and that's one of the worst decisions you could do with that character was to overexpose him and also put the title on him. You could put the title on Bray. You could have Bray out there, and that would be no problem. The Fiend should have only been used in certain occasions. So I'm hoping that WWE Creative learned from that and will only use the Lily/Demon Alexa at certain points in time and not all the time. But I'm glad Alexa's back. And I'm more than happy to get to see where things are going to go from here. And keep this in mind too. Alexa ain't going to forget. When WrestleMania comes around and Bianca beats Becky, would not be surprised if Alexa's the first one to go after her. It could be her, it could be Rhea. I don't know. Because I would have no issues with Rhea challenging her first. I would have no issues with Alexa challenging her first, as long as the other gets a shot at Bianca down the road. And then, of course, that also depends on what happens with Becky. But anyway, no problems there. So then Naomi and Ronda Rousey took on Charlotte and Sonya. I said in my predictions video, this was a big deal on a lot of different reasons. One being, well, the fact that Sonya Deville is there, when we know her stance with LGBTQ and all that stuff, and Saudi's not too nice about those things. But she's here. She was in the match. Apparently, Ronda had to wrestle with one arm tied behind her back. Well, doesn't matter because Naomi and Ronda got the W, and that's what I predicted was going to happen. And I'm happy. I figured Naomi and Ronda would win, especially because with Naomi getting the better of Sonya, Ronda getting the better of Charlotte, it just made sense. So that happened, and can't wait to see what happens moving forward. Then we had Drew McIntyre against Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match. Drew got the win. I figured that was going to happen. It went 9 minutes, which was the second shortest match on here. Well, technically third shortest, but we'll get to that in a moment. Again, the shortest match that actually happened was Roman Goldberg at 6 minutes. Ray versus Miz and Naomi and Ronda versus Charlotte and Sonya tied at 9 minutes 15 seconds. Drew and Madcap went 9, so there you go. But I figured Drew was going to get the win. Nothing much else to say there. Please just put an end to this fucking feud. Part of me feels like we're going to get Drew against Corbin at WrestleMania. Please don't do that. Please don't do that. Then we had Becky versus Lita for the Raw Women's title, and I've already said it. It's Bianca versus Becky at WrestleMania because Becky won. And a match that went 12 minutes, 15, about 12, 15. That's awesome that they got a long for in Saudi terms match, especially, for women and all that. And from what I can tell, they put each other over big time, which is huge. I don't know what's going to happen for Lita moving forward. I hope they have her come back for one more match at WrestleMania. Also, please bring Trish back. That would be nice too. Because I have a feeling that, or what I would do personally is, Sasha or Bayley Sasha and Bayley would face one of Trish or Lita separately, obviously. So either Sasha against Trish, Sasha, Lita, Lita, Bayley, Trish. At WrestleMania, both Sasha and Bayley getting wins with Lita and Trish putting them over respectively. Also getting Sasha her first WrestleMania win, which would be nice. So yeah, that happened. Or that's what I would like to see happen. But I'm glad Lita got to have this match with Becky. It's been a dream match. They both wanted it. And yeah. Then we get to the match that wasn't. The Usos against the Viking Raiders for the SmackDown Tag Team titles. It didn't happen because when the Raiders made their entrance, from what I could see, the Usos attacked them and took them out. So the match basically was not a match and ended in a no contest. Oh, that's cute. I just saw this screenshot or this picture that somebody posted to one of the Twitter group chats I'm in. They had a swing inside of Alexa's pod, kind of like with Alexa's playground. So that's actually really cool. I like that. That is nice. But yeah, that's really cool. I really like that. Nice little touch. Anyway, moving on. So yeah, the Usos took out the Raiders, and I guess we'll see what happens from there. It's just like, if you're not gonna have the match there, then why not either just have it on the SmackDown beforehand or have it on the SmackDown after? Like, why the fuck do you have to? Especially because this happened right before the main event. Are you fucking kidding me? And then we get to the main event, which was the men's Elimination Chamber match for Bobby Lashley's championship, the WWE Championship, obviously. Yeah. So this went the longest. Actually, no, second longest. Bianca, the women's Elimination Chamber match went about 35 seconds longer than the men's one did. Nice. I like that. That's awesome. And it goes a long way considering that this was in Saudi again. But for the men's one, yeah. So Brock Lesnar won the WWE title again. He lost it to Bobby at the Royal Rumble due to interference from Roman. And it came out afterward that they didn't know what the fuck they wanted to do with that title. I said in my predictions video, I wanted AJ Styles to win so that we could have Styles versus Edge in what would probably be the last time Edge will probably ever get a chance to challenge for that title or one of the big titles. Apparently Rousey caused Deville to tap out? Huh. Alright, whatever. But anyway, because I figured that'd be the last time we'd get to see Edge challenge for one of those titles, but nope, Lesnar got it. So it's gonna be champion versus champion at WrestleMania. Son of a bitch! Like, you don't know. There's no fucking reason for that. And now I'm wondering what the hell they're gonna actually do. Like, honestly, please, I don't know what you fucking do, man. I don't know. But yeah, this match went complete bollocks. So, Lashley was obviously supposed to defend his title. They had Austin Theory and Seth Rollins start the match. Rollins performed a move on Theory on top that which sent Theory into Lashley's pod, and that apparently caused Lashley to suffer a concussion. So medical staff had to take him out, which thus eliminated him. So then they had Riddle come out third, Styles came out fourth, Lashley was supposed to come out fifth, but because he couldn't come out, Lesnar decides, I'm not going to wait any longer. He comes out, he breaks the pod, comes out, F5's Rollins, Styles, and Riddle, eliminating all three of them. And then Theory tried to take Brock out, low blow, and a DDT. Again, showing how much WWE's pushing Theory. The fact that he got a near fall against Brock fucking Lesnar of all people. But Lesnar F5's Theory from the top of one of the pods, and Lesnar won the title. So, yeah. You don't fucking need title versus title. And at this point, like, a lot of people are hoping that maybe Rollins gets added to the match at WrestleMania. But because it's title versus for title, I don't know if you fucking do that at this point. Because on one hand, because it's like, which title... I don't know, man. I don't know. I have no fucking idea, man. I just don't know. But, from everything else, but from everything that I've seen, to be quite honest, I think it went decently well. Again, like I said, I'm not mad with Bianca beating Alexa. I kind of figured that would happen, and I felt like Alexa's return in the chamber would pretty much just set up what's going to happen for her moving forward. The question is, who goes after? Is it going to be Rhea? Is it going to be Liv? Who's it going to be? We'll find out. We'll probably find out in the coming weeks. But yeah, basically just leave your thoughts down below. Yeah, I just wish I would have gotten to see it live. That's the only real gripe I have, other than the Uso thing and the Lesnar thing. And to Bobby Lashley, get well soon. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know your thoughts down below. I will catch you all later tonight. Peace.